There are dozens, maybe even hundreds of email marketing platforms, but they all suck for product-based brands. Whether you are selling a digital planner, jewelry, skincare, or whatever else, you need an email marketing platform that will connect to your audience, convert your audience, and actually help you grow your brand. You don't need one that breaks your bank account. Neither do you need one that pulls your hair out because you are stressed about setting up a simple automation. Which is why in this video, I am going on a hunt to find the very best email marketing platform for product-based businesses. Let's get it. Trust, I know your frustration because I have been testing email marketing platforms for the past 7 years. It started way back in 2018 with my shoe boutique, and ever since then, I've tried a new email marketing platform for each of my different businesses. Whether it was my design agency, my coaching business, my digital product company, and most recently, I launched a new product brand called HBU. I started using this email platform that just wasn't it. It was overcomplicated as heck. It was costing me a fortune, and to put the cherry on top, their support was trash. I knew there had to be something better, which is why I started this whole hunt in the first place. I wanted something that wouldn't sabotage my email's performance, would actually be more efficient, and would give me more bang for my buck. And I needed support to back it up. So for the past 7 months, I have been putting different email marketing platforms to the test. And I put them through what I call my 7-point investigation. All of the stuff that actually matters when you are running a business, building a brand, and wanting to make real moolah. And after all that trial and error, I have figured out the top 3 email platforms that work best for product businesses. So that way you don't have to do it. And what I'm going to do is take it a notch further and find us the top dog, the #1 email marketing provider across the 3. So that way you don't have to guess and you don't have to waste your money testing these tools out either. We're gonna do this in real time to find what makes the most sense for us productpreneurs. And I'm gonna do this for wedding style. If you've never seen the show, basically 4 brides compete against each other in different categories and rank each other's weddings. That's exactly what we're going to do right now. We are going to be comparing Klaviyo, Mailchimp, and Omnisend in 7 specific categories and ranking them first, second, or third, where first place gets 5 points, second place gets 3 points, and third place gets 1 point. By the end of this video, we'll tally everything up and we will see who the clear winner is. Now, we gotta talk about what my 7-point investigation system is so you can know what they're actually competing against and why it matters for your brand and business. First, we have cost. You're already investing in inventory, packaging, and ads. You need an email marketing platform that doesn't eat up your profits. Every dollar that you save on tools is a dollar that you could put back into growing your business. The second component is integrations. You need a platform that actually connects to your website, aka Shopify, and you need one that talks to it fluently. Your review apps and also your shipping apps. You don't need something that connects to random consulting and booking software that you are never ever going to use. You need something that makes your automated workflows move with ease and run like a well-oiled machine. Component number 3 is support. When your Black Friday campaign breaks down at midnight, baby, you need help right now, not in 3 business days. Fast and helpful support can make or break any of your launches. So that's why this is a crucial component when it comes to my 7-point investigation. Fourth, we are going to judge ease of use. Now, if you want to spend time growing your business, you don't want to have to be Googling or YouTubing 20 videos on how to set up something that's so simple. Instead, a platform should be straightforward, very simplistic, yet powerful. And we are going to be judging all of that. Next, we're looking for performance and polish. What good is a beautiful email if it lands in spam? And what good is great deliverability if the email platform looks like it's from 1978? And if you don't know what deliverability is, think about it as the percentage of times that your email that you send will actually land in somebody's main inbox, not spam, not junk, not nowhere else. Number 6, we are going to look at their growth tools and data capabilities. You need to know what's working and what's not working in your business, and it doesn't stop just because it's email. If anything, we need to know all of the features and data and tools that are working in our favor and what emails are performing best. Good analytics help you double down on what's going great for your business and helps you cut out what's not. And last but not least, number 7 is going to be the secret sauce. This right here allows you to have crazy high open rates, but most platforms either don't offer this or they charge you an arm and a leg to add this on. So what I'm looking for the secret sauce component number 7 is I'm looking to see how compatible and how easy they make it to add this specific feature on. This is going to be your secret weapon for abandoned carts, reviving sales, having flash sales, and all the things. So without further ado, let's get into this investigation. First up, let's talk about the moolah, baby. Here's how we're gonna do this. Instead of boring you to death by telling you all of these price points for each level for every platform, I did some math for you, and I'm gonna give you the average cost for each of these platforms. I'm also going to explain the amount of email sends and what that even means. And then I'm going to tell you what's included in each of these free plans for each of these platforms. So let's go ahead and get started with Klaviyo. Now, Klaviyo's average cost across the board is $157 per month. However, if you want access to advanced data and marketing analytics, you're going to have to cough up an additional $600 per month. I'm sorry, that's just insane to me, okay? However, for Klaviyo, they do have a free plan. Their free plan is capped at 250 email profiles and you get 500 email sends. So pretty much what email sends are is every month you basically have a cap of how many emails you can send out. They don't care how many email subscribers you have on your list. And this is actually something that is pretty usual with a lot of email marketing platforms, as you'll see in a second. However, Klaviyo pretty much said if you're on the free plan and you got 200 or 250 subscribers, baby, you only sending out 2 emails a month. So you better pick a newsletter or one little sales notification. I don't know what to tell you, but that is crazy to me. Now, Mailchimp has an average of $108 or $122, and that's because they have this 12-month caveat. Some of their plans, you pay a lower price for the first year, but then after your first year, you pay a higher price, which is completely backwards to me. I believe in rewarding for loyalty. I guess they don't. So for them, for some plans, you are going to pay more after your first year. Mailchimp does also have an essential tier, a standard tier, and a premium tier. Now, for Mailchimp, their free plan can be used for up to 500 email subscribers. However, please remember that I say their free and essential plans are extremely limited. What do you mean by limited, Chanel? Well, you have little to no ability to automate anything. You don't have access to any of the AI tools. You don't have email scheduling, and you have limited or no access to support, which is insane. Last but not least, let's get into Omnisend. The average cost for Omnisend is a whopping $79.38, with their advanced plan being at an average of $108 across all of their tiers, which is incredibly lower than the other two. So for 500 subscribers, you actually only pay about $11 a month. Now, the cool thing is across all plans for Omnisend, you get access to all features. The only difference between a standard and a pro plan is that the pro plan has advanced analytics and you get kind of like your own little personal concierge, which I think is incredible. Now, the free plan, the only caveat is they have an Omnisend branding on your logos, on your email when you send them out. But other than that, you get access to everything that standard plan has for the most part. Omnisend gives you 12x your subscriber count in terms of your email send limit for the month. So it's really easy math. Multiply 25,000 subscribers by 12, you get 300,000 emails that you can send, and so on and so forth. Now, in the cost and pricing category, the clear winner is Omnisend, followed by Mailchimp, and then Klaviyo. Next up, we are gonna get into the integrations. The best way to do this part of the investigation is in real time. So let's go to Klaviyo first to see what type of integrations they have. Sheesh. Let's see if they got the big ones. Let's go to e-commerce platform. All right, they got Shopify, PrestaShop, WooCommerce or WooCommerce, whatever, BigCommerce. All right, cool beans, cool beans. Let me see what they got for shipping. They got ShipStation. Love it. I mean, honestly, this is a lot. This is hundreds. This is a lot. They even connect with Pinterest and TikTok, as well as Meta and Google for ads. Next, let's take a look at Mailchimp. Interesting. Okay, they got WooCommerce, Shopify, Squarespace, WordPress. We don't care about WordPress. Let's click e-commerce real quick. Why is Monday.com on here? It's giving we got a lot, but it's not specifically for product businesses. Interesting. Let's move on to Omnisend. So Omnisend says they have over 160 available apps. So they have Buy with Prime, okay. Facebook lead ads, Google ads, email capture. Oh, I love Power. Love Power. They have Wheelio, which is this gamifying app for you to collect emails from. They have a tool that you can import Mailchimp data from if you're trying to switch over. They got Judge Me reviews, Facebook custom audiences. They got loyalty programs, ShipStation. Intercom is a good one for your customer service. All right, let's see the stores that they connect with. Shopify, WooCommerce, BigCommerce. Am I saying that right? Commerce, whatever. Wix, PrestaShop, Big Cartel. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. This is giving exactly what productpreneurs need. It's giving. Mailchimp is a little confused, but Klaviyo and Omnisend, they got it. They got it for sure. And the winner in this category is Klaviyo, followed by Omnisend, and then Mailchimp. With that being said, let's see what their support is actually hitting on, because all of these platforms say that they offer 24/7 support, but is the support really supporting when you need it the most? Let's see. The only way to test this is to actually do the thing. So let's start off with Klaviyo. Okay, they have Help Center, Academy, all the things, but where is the 24/7 support? I can chat with their AI assistant, but I can't get email support or live chat. I have to upgrade my plan. Even though I tell them I'm ready to pay $110 a month, they tell me that I have access to the standard package. The standard package only includes standard email support times and weekday chat support, as well as on-demand classes and trainings. If you're on the standard plan, you get responded to typically within like 4 hours, whereas somebody on the professional gets half the time. Not only that, but it depends on if it's urgent or low or not. So if they consider that you are of low urgency, they won't respond to you for a full 2 days. Interesting. All right, so now I am on Mailchimp's free trial plan thing, but I did say that I wanted to be on standard. So let's see what this looks like. People like me viewed these answers. Okay, let's see what actual help looks like. What can we help you with? Let me put migrating. So they said I can chat with them in about 5 minutes, or I can email them. Okay, they showing out on my trial, ain't they? They showing out. Now let's go to Omnisend, and they say they have a knowledge base, webinars, product news, a blog, but then they also have 24/7 live chat. And then for all customers every day of the week. Also the same for email support, which is pretty cool. I'm going to start a live chat. Their live chat says they typically respond in 10 minutes. And I'm going to say, I need help migrating to Omnisend. Okay, they said they're gonna connect me to a human agent. So it is currently 9:31. We gotta make sure that we're actually timing it, okay? 9:31, just in case you ain't see that, 9:31. We gonna wait and we're gonna see. Ooh, let's do the same for Mailchimp. Since we can't chat Klaviyo, Maria and Eduarda responded in a minute from both Mailchimp and Omnisend. Here's the catch. Omnisend includes 24/7 level support for all their subscribers, no matter what plan you're on, email and chat support. But Mailchimp, on the other hand, it's not included for everybody. And they only include it for 30 days if you are on certain plans. And then if not, you get downgraded to basic. So it's fast if you pay for it to be fast on Mailchimp, but with Omnisend, it's fast no matter what. And with Klaviyo, it's just non-existent. So there's our test. And for the support category, our winner is Omnisend, followed by Mailchimp, and then Klaviyo. Next, we're gonna get into ease of use. I am going to look at templates, any automations they already have set up, and what their email builder looks like. All right, so once I logged into Klaviyo, I went to click create a new email campaign, and they have this new thing where you can plan out your campaign. I think that's pretty cool. When I clicked go to email, I don't remember what happened here, but it was kind of difficult to continue the email. Now, I will say that they have quite a bit of flow templates. These are pretty much like automated sequences that you can plug and play for like abandoned checkout, like thank you series and things like that. The final thing I wanted to look at was the templates. I wanted to see the style. These were okay. They look a little outdated to me. Now it's time to explore Mailchimp. So the first thing I did was I went to create a campaign again, which they make it pretty straightforward on how to do it. And I like how they simplify the steps one by one to actually create an email. Now, I will say it's a little hard to find their templates. I think I was just browsing around here. All right, so once you click to create an email, that's actually where Mailchimp hides all of their templates. They have a good variety of things and it's across different industries. So you'll find some for products and some not. I thought this one was pretty cute. Now, out of all of them, this was my favorite. Now let's go on to Omnisend. So first I'm gonna click to create a campaign like I've done for the last two. I like how they give you the option of which campaign you wanna create and then they make it simple to do. And when you go into the email builder, you can drag and drop anything in place. You can also like create custom blocks, which is pretty cool. All right, now for templates, I love the vibe of their templates, right? I think they have a great amount of variety in terms of design. It's kind of like the colorfulness of Mailchimp meshed with the like simplicity that makes things look elegant. And when you open it up, because they focus on product businesses, the layouts just make more sense. I think like for Klaviyo, they do well with layouts, but then the design is basic. Whereas Omnisend, they do well with the layouts and the design is pretty elevated, which I love. Similar to Mailchimp, they also have a form builder that you can drag and drop and build your form or use like a template for, which I like. And then here's something that's unique. They have like the pop-ups with spin the wheel. That's pretty cool. Now let's check out automated flows. So they have quite a bit of automated flows as well, specific to the product industry. For this category, Mailchimp and Omnisend actually tie, with Klaviyo coming in last place. Now, let's get into the performance and polish. When I talk about performance and polish, I'm talking about the attractiveness of the site mixed with how well do these emails actually deliver. Klaviyo is powerful. However, in my experience, the interface can feel a little clunky and it can be overwhelming for some. Like I remember a lot of my students who were in my launch program, I would recommend email marketing platforms and a lot of times they would know about Klaviyo. They would attempt to use it and then they would get so frustrated with how difficult it was to navigate or to do simple tasks. And then the fact that support was always a little shaky, it became an issue. However, when it comes to Klaviyo's deliverability, it's around 85%, which isn't terrible, but definitely not the best. Mailchimp is cute. Honestly, it's toned it down a little bit since 2018, 2019 when I was using it heavily. It's very beginner friendly and they make the interface super simple. So if you're just starting out, it's easy to find what you need, but simple doesn't always mean good. So that's just something to be aware of. Now, when it comes to Mailchimp's deliverability, it's around 91.18%, which is pretty solid. Now, Omnisend, in my opinion, bridges the gap. It's clean, modern, and it gives you advanced features without feeling overwhelming. It's honestly the best of both worlds when we're looking at comparing something simple like Mailchimp with something that is overwhelming like Klaviyo. When it comes to their templates, they're very intentional designing it for product and e-commerce brands. They make it very pretty and cute, yet still aesthetically pleasing and very, very clean and modern. Now, deliverability is a 99+%. They are industry leading when it comes to that. And data knows best, which is why Omnisend wins for performance and polish. And here are the rest of the lineup. Now, my favorite part is growth, baby. So let's get into the growth tools and data. I'm not gonna lie, Klaviyo eats down when it comes to the analytics. They have things that I can't even imagine ever needing to actually track. So they have everything from active on site, bounce emails, bounce pushes for push notifications, people who canceled the order, started checking out, clicked in email to unsubscribe, clicked in SMS, even filled out a lead ad if you're running ads via Meta, received an email, relayed SMS, all of these different metrics, unsubscribed, subscribed, all the things. For them though, I do find that they do a little bit of gatekeeping. They put a lot of analytics and performance metrics that you actually need and want to know and should be included in the standard level. They put that behind a paywall of $500. Then they have marketing analytics for things like your ads and things like that they also put behind a paywall of an additional $100. So $600 extra, baby, that's not for me. Now, Mailchimp, on the other hand, is real basic. It is giving real beginner. It is a very basic Mailchimp, very basic. You know, it's giving you haven't been in business long, you don't really know what you're doing. And if that's you, this is no offense, but I still believe that even if you are just launching your business for the very first time, you need a little bit more metrics than just open and click through rates. We need to know a little bit more to figure out what's working and what's not working in our businesses. Now, Omnisend honestly surprised me. They had a lot of powerful analytics that could compete with Klaviyo, and they included it in my standard plan because that's all I have. What I love is the dashboard gives you a snapshot of your sales performance, your audience growth, all in one for email and for SMS. Then you can actually see in real time. Like obviously you need some activity to see in real time what's happening on your store, but I think that's pretty cool. So they actually tell me how many sales I got on my store, which ones are from Omnisend, which ones aren't. They also break it down by marketing and channel activity. And then I can also see campaign performance. So they tell me things like how many people placed orders, the revenue per order, revenue per message sent, number of messages sent. They also tell me open and click rates, but they also tell me placed order rates. One of the things I love is that there's even an area to see the health of your email. I think this is the best because then it walks you through how to fix it. And I know that this is not a part of analytics, but they have this back in stock thing that I think is pretty cool that I'm definitely going to use when I have some physical products that run out. But to see that they actually even give you the opportunity to unlock advanced reporting, and that's with your pro plan. And it doesn't cost $600 like Klaviyo. It's just simply maybe an extra $20 or $30 depending on how many subscribers you have. It's looking like that makes a lot of sense. This one's gonna be hard for me to pick because I don't know. Let's just see. For this category, our winner is going to be Klaviyo, followed by Omnisend, and then Mailchimp. For this category, Mailchimp and Omnisend actually tie, with Klaviyo coming in last place. And last but not least, we are going to get into the secret sauce. This right here is something that can help you boost your recovery rate, boost your sales, and it actually has a super high open rate, and that is the power of SMS, aka text messaging. So what I wanted to do is I want to find out, do these platforms offer this? And if they do, what does it look like money-wise? Because you'll be a fool to not have this as a part of your email marketing platform. So let's see. Luckily, all of these platforms have SMS capabilities, with the lowest price being offered by Omnisend and the sneakiest of the bunch being Klaviyo. So I'm gonna put a comparison of all of the SMS rates on the screen so you can see them side by side. Now, if you're wondering why Klaviyo has a random Reddit screenshot, well, that's because Klaviyo decided to hide its SMS rates. So here is a random guy from a year ago telling us what he thinks the Klaviyo SMS rates actually are. Now, how SMS rates work is you actually have to buy credits from your email marketing provider and activate your text message service through them. You then use your credits that you bought from them to send out text messages via the prices that I showed you on the previous screen. Now, how much the credits cost actually depend on the email provider, but if you're asking me which of these three give you the best bang for your buck, it's going to be Omnisend. Omnisend even does this thing where they'll match the amount of credits based on the amount of email subscribers that you have, which I think is pretty cool. Now, who's the most expensive out the three? Klaviyo is, and Mailchimp is just somewhere in the middle. After putting all of these platforms through my 7-point investigation, we have a winner. Drum roll, please. And the winner is Omnisend with 32 out of 35 possible points. And honestly, that doesn't surprise me because this is exactly why I switched from Klaviyo to Omnisend for my product brand HBU. And before you tell me I rigged it, baby, I'm gonna put the screenshot right here with the points and the breakdown. And we went through this research together. So you know that Omnisend is the clear winner by far in a lot of the categories. Now, it's only right that I show you how to actually use Omnisend for your business. So let's do a little behind the scenes tour, shall we? As a prior Klaviyo partner, when I tell you that I love Omnisend down, and I haven't even fully started using it yet, I've just been doing my migration, and y'all, it's good, okay? So I'm just gonna take you through a few of my favorite things while giving you a comprehensive tour as fast as I can. All right, so when you first log in, it makes everything so simple for your setup process. It's gonna bring forward whatever it is that you need to set up. From there, your overview dashboard is gonna show you everything happening in a snapshot type of way. I'm a huge visual person, so I love that they use different shades of green, and I love that they make it still clean so that way it feels luxe, but it's still colorful in a sense, so it's attractive. My favorite thing is the fact that it has live view. You'll see like all the things that they can track in real time. They'll show you like real life orders, all that type of stuff in real time. Similar to how Shopify tracks real add to carts and things like that. This is Omnisend's version of that. So one of my biggest headaches with Klaviyo was, well, two. One was the fact that my SMS kept getting declined for whatever reason, even though I had SMS before on a Klaviyo account. And two, I couldn't contact anybody for support regarding it. So to set up your SMS in Omnisend, it's as easy as going to your store settings, and then you'll be able to say that you want to refill your SMS credits or get an SMS subscription. I didn't opt in specifically for an SMS subscription yet. So when I click this, you'll see I have the option to generate a phone number, all the things. But if I go back, you'll see that I can say get an SMS subscription, and for $0 a month, I get 60 already. But if I want to add more credits, I have the option of adding credits starting at just $10. All of the reports are so clean. They're so aesthetically pleasing. And one of my favorite things is you can export from right here. In Klaviyo, you have to go to a separate report tab and then generate your own report in order to export. You don't have to do that at all right here. You literally just export on the page. So when you go to make an email, you have the option to choose a template. You also have the option to save templates that you can reuse, which I highly, highly, highly recommend doing. My favorite thing is you can actually create a branding template that they create kind of using AI technology. So if I click this, for example, it'll open this up and you'll see that it's not just a basic layout template. They actually have some things in place that I can switch out versus me starting from scratch. If I don't have to start from scratch, I don't want to. I do love how they have these pre-built flows. So if I go into this abandoned checkout that's 6 emails, when you hear 6, you're like, what the heck? 6 emails. But you click in and they literally walk you through how to set this up. Now, the last thing I wanted to show you, I want to go back to this SMS page because I actually want to show you how easy it is to get support. So if I tap this right here, look at this. They typically reply in under 10 minutes. I wish other platforms responded that fast. It is currently 9:00 p.m. on a holiday, and this is the response time. This is crazy. This is crazy, but this is crazy good. And that's exactly why Omnisend won this investigation. It's just as powerful as those other expensive email marketing platforms, but with better support, quicker setup, and pricing that actually makes sense for product businesses like ours. So if you want to try out Omnisend for yourself, I'm going to leave a link in my description box as well as on the screen, and I'm going to give you a special code so that you can save 30% off of Omnisend's standard or pro plan. And if you just want to test the waters, go ahead and give their free plan a try so that way you can see exactly why I switched. And here's the kicker. Omnisend gives you all features on all plans, so you got nothing to lose, even if you test out the free one. But trust me, you're gonna wanna upgrade, and you're going to want to ditch whatever platform it is that you're on just as much as I ditched Klaviyo. Here's what I want you to do right now. Instead of watching this video and doing absolutely nothing, I want you to first audit your current email marketing situation. Are you even doing email marketing? Because if you're not, you're leaving money on the table. Second, if you are doing email marketing, I want you to evaluate your current platform. Is it costing you money and giving you headaches? Or is it actually helping you make money and build a better brand? And third, just come on over to the good side. Go ahead, create your Omnisend account and set it up so that way you can have your first automation running in no time. I want to say thank you again to Omnisend for sponsoring this video. I'm going to leave all of their information in the description box, and I'm going to make sure that I pin the link and the code in the comments. That way you can get the special discount that they're giving my community to test it out, just because I love it so much. Now, if you watch this entire video, go ahead and put "I'm a real one" in the comments to prove to me that you are a real hustle babe that made it all the way to the end. And if you made it all the way to the end and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Hit the subscription button and join the Hustle Babe community. Don't forget to share this with someone that you know it can help. And follow me on Instagram and TikTok at The Brand Hustler, where I drop gems over there as well. Now, if you are looking for an email marketing provider, I just answered your question. But there's a high chance that you are still in launch mode. Maybe you're launching a new collection. Maybe you're relaunching your business. Maybe you're launching for the very first time. So I want you to check out the video that's going to be right here on the screen, where I walk you through my strategy. That way you can have a successful launch every single time. I'm gonna see you again in the next video, Hustle Babe.